Again, with reference to Avalokiteshvara and different iconographic forms found in Vajrayana Buddhism, and looking at the different adaptations that are brought into the iconography of Avalokiteshvara from Shiva and Vaishnava religions. We don't have as many as we do for peaceful deities when talking about the wrathful figures. So for wrathful adaptations, for Vishnu, we really only have one that I can think of at the moment. Now, there's probably going to be others, but the one I'm thinking of is, of course, Hayagriva. Hayagriva is one of the minor avatars of Vishnu, and Hayagriva in Tantric Buddhism is very much aligned with Avalokiteshvara. Sometimes it's referred to as a wrathful form of Avalokiteshvara. Sometimes it's referred to as a protector figure or protector of Avalokiteshvara. But regardless, Hayagriva works very closely with Avalokiteshvara. Now with Shiva, we actually have two. One is a major category and the other is a much smaller category, but we have two figures, and the first is Mahakala. Now, this is controversial. This is going along with conventional thought that the one-faced, six-armed Mahakala is actually an emanation of Avalokiteshvara coming out of the 8-chapter Mahakala Tantra. But actually, the 8-chapter Mahakala Tantra never says that Mahakala is Avalokiteshvara. But the interlocutor for this Tantra is actually Hayagriva. And the one-faced, six-armed Shangpakagyu tradition, Mahakala, is said to belong to the Lotus family, and the Lotus family is aligned with Amitabha and Avalokiteshvara. So this is where we get this idea that this form of Mahakala is an emanation of Avalokiteshvara. But of course, the whole concept of Mahakala is coming out of Shiva worship, Mahakala and Bhairava. Even any form of Bhairava, but of course in Buddhism, the main one is Vajra Bhairava, Dorje Jikje. And this is this kind of Bhairava is definitely related to Shiva worship. Now, the second one related to Shiva is actually Lha Chenpo. Lha Chenpo here means just Mahadeva, and Mahadeva here means Shiva. So even in Tantric Buddhism, this form of Lha Chenpo is regarded as an emanation of Avalokiteshvara, but it is actually, in fact, Shiva embracing the consort Parvati, and he's holding his linga in his hand. So why we can have this, or why it can be justified in some circles, is again because of the Karandavyuha Sutra, where Avalokiteshvara is a universal deity, a universal lord, and emanates the different important Hindu gods, such as Shiva, Vishnu, Sarasvati, Varuna, and such. And so therefore it is not out of place to have any types of forms of Vishnu or Shiva appearing as with a Buddhist Avalokiteshvara preceding name. So this is not, this is the theory, this is the defense. So there's not as many with the wrathful adaptations of Avalokiteshvara from Shiva and Vaishnava traditions, but we do have some. We also have some traditions, such as Lelung Shepe Dorje, I believe, who likes to promote the idea that possibly all Mahakalas are related to Avalokiteshvara. Of course, within the Nyingma systems, you can have all kinds of conflation kind of systems where whatever you're promoting, be it Guru Rinpoche or Avalokiteshvara or Vajrakila or Chemcho Heruka, then you can tie all the other deities together under the umbrella of Avalokiteshvara or Guru Rinpoche or Chemcho. So this is not uncommon, this kind of conflation into a single unified system. So this can be done. Not all traditions agree, of course, because if you're working under the umbrella of the Hayagriva Tantra or Chakra Sambhara or Vajrabhairava or Kala Chakra, they all have their own ways of conflating everything to fit into their system and tantric theory. So we'll leave it there. You can subscribe, you can join, you can like, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.